What an absolutely electric qualifying session to start the 2022 Formula One season, with Ferrari's Charles Leclerc claiming pole just ahead of Max Verstappen, who ended up having the second fastest time, followed by the next Ferrari driver, Carlos Sainz, and last but not least, Sergio Perez in the fourth slot. So we're essentially going to have a 1-3 for the Ferraris, a 2-4 for the Red Bulls, meaning both of the front drivers are going to be able to get their teammates behind them slipstream going down that first straight into T1. Cannot wait to see how that is going to play out. We are finally getting a Ferrari Red Bull battle that I think has been long overdue, and I do believe at some point in the season, obviously once Mercedes is able to resolve their issues, which I have confidence they'll be able to do, I think we are going to have three constructors fighting for the Constructors Championship here in 2022. We're going to have to talk about Kevin Magnussen. I will probably cover that obviously in a separate video. What an absolutely amazing effort from K-Mag and that Haas, which has clearly stepped it up. Mick Schumacher as well, qualifying very well. Safe to say the Haas is not going to be back markers like they have been previously. In fact, based off of Kevin Magnussen's performance, we could see the Haas qualifying into Q3 quite regularly in this season. I mean, who would have thought that would have really turned out that way, despite the fact that obviously Haas has had the most time out of any team on the grid to develop and work on the 2022 car. But what a lap from Charles Leclerc. Max not that far off. It's going to be an absolutely electric race. I hope we get to see great battles, great overtakes throughout the entirety of the race. I can't really see Charles pulling away from Max and vice versa. I think both the Red Bull and the Ferrari are pretty close in pace. I think we've seen them show relatively the same amounts of consistency throughout this qualifying and race weekend. So I hope we get to see that battle continue through on race day. You guys let me know what your thoughts are in regards to today's qualifying session, especially again with the Ferraris being back in the shape and the condition that I think a lot of fans have wanted. Me being a Ferrari fan myself, my favorite team on the grid, it is so good to finally see a competitive, and I mean a legitimately competitive Ferrari back at the front. It will be awesome to see Charles Leclerc win the first race of the 2022 season under these new regulations. Carlos Sainz would be great as well. I'm just hoping for something different. Of course, the Red Bulls look great. They look like they have a lot of pace, and they've had their car pretty much, it seems, dialed in from the first practice or first testing, I should say. So it's going to be an exciting race. I cannot wait. You guys, let me know your thoughts in regards to today's qualifying session in the comment section below. If you're new, make sure to subscribe here to the channel for Formula One content this season. I will be covering, of course, all of the qualifying and race weekends throughout the rest of the season and anything else that may happen with drivers in the market. Appreciate you guys.